What's up, y'all? Well, I got y'all here. I want to thank y'all for being loyal listeners. I want to thank y'all for, if I get 3 listens in one day, or if I get 300 listens in one day, or if I get 3,000 listens in one day, I really want to thank y'all for just hitting that button and listening to what a brother be having to say. Now, I'm going to start this out. Being petty. But then I'm going to lean into what I wanted to talk about. Now, the pettiness in me is going to tell everybody this. Next Mother's Day, see, God know I'm about to be Mr. Big Petty. But next Mother's Day, I'm not reaching out to nobody. I'm telling y'all, dog. McDonald's think everybody white, bruh. Ain't no way in the world this is iced coffee. I'm drinking this iced coffee, bruh. The shit look like milk. The shit tastes like milk. I might as well put cereal in this shit. McDonald's, count y'all fucking days. I don't eat none of the food at lunchtime from McDonald's. I'm not going to say I don't eat none of the breakfast. That's a lie. But I don't eat none of the lunchtime food from McDonald's. None of it. I haven't eaten any lunchtime food from McDonald's in over a year. You feel me? Maybe even longer. I am somewhat loyal to the breakfast. I was off it for good. I was off it. The only thing I would get is iced coffee, and then they still messed that up. But, life sometimes be lifing. But as far as the breakfast, I only get the sausage burrito. So I'm only eating mainly eggs from that junk. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, and this is an ad for McDonald's because shoot, they getting money hand over fist anyway. They got 10-year-olds working behind the counter. So y'all stay woke. And go get a job at McDonald's, If it's your first job, go work there. It's going to stress you out. You might get fired. You might quit. But hey, they got enough money to go around. They hiring 10-year-olds, 6-year-olds and shit. All right. Damn. All right. Anyway. Back to what I was saying. Next Mother's Day roll around, I don't remember who I sent the Mother's Day text to, message to, all that. Because I ain't getting no message on Father's Day from nobody I sent the real text to on Mother's Day. Aside from my core. I got a core group of people who, we ain't going to go there. I got a core group. And they show me love, I show them love. You know what I'm saying? But I reached far outside of my core to show love. Happy Mother's Day, and y'all think I get that? Y'all think I got that back? I ain't get that back, and I'm gonna always remember that type of stuff. I be sending out texts just to be nice, man. Happy Mother's Day. I don't never get the Happy Father's Day text. It's crazy. So, I know where I stand. And to all the people that be like, I forgot you a dad, I'm going to forget you a mom. How about that? All right. Let's get on to the real story, man. Yeah, I know y'all hear a bunch of going on, man. I'm in the car. I could be somewhere else, but I'm in the car. So, these daggone birds sound like Donnell Jones. Tweedledee-dee-dee-dee. I told me not to, baby. No, 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 no. Never could imagine you play a major part in a decision that's so odd. All right, never mind. I can't sing. Let me stop. Those Jones is really tweedledee. It's try to get quiet because I try to. I know y'all can hear it. All right. Anyway, back to the lecture at hand. Pain. Since I've lost you, I've been lost too. Brother feeling like he at the bottom like a horseshoe. Sorry for the pain that I put you in your heart through. God knows that I'd do anything for a part two. Ought to. I would. Ooh. Alright. Anyway. I just seen the car drive past me. Cause I'm sitting in this driveway. I seen the car drive past me. That I wish I could just. Let me shut up. Anyway. Pain. Men. All my men out there, man. I understand you broke up with your lady. I understand that your lady might have broke up with you. I understand that y'all had to part ways mutually or unmutually. I understand that you see what the dating scene is like now versus when you first entered a relationship. I understand that you are frustrated and that you are saddened with the fact that you know that the dating scene is whack and you should have fixed your relationship while you was in it. I understand that the grass always looks greener on the other side, but then you realize that they spray painted that. I understand that you look and feel and think you're more attractive when you're in the relationship versus when you're out of the relationship. I understand that you don't know how to properly process hurt or properly process pain. Men. I understand that it's hard moving on. I understand that you miss what you had. Men, I understand. I get it. But men, I have to say this. It must be said. Harassing your exes is not it. Go start a podcast. Hey, look, man. Look, y'all want to know something real? Y'all want to know something real? I was on the phone with the girl. I was on the phone with the reason I started this podcast the other day. And she was like, yeah, you left me a nasty string of voicemails. And what you would do is you would leave a voicemail and then block me so I can't respond. And then unblock me and leave another voicemail and then block me so I can't respond. and then leave another voicemail and then block me again so I can't respond. So finally I blocked you. Because it's not fair that I don't get to say my part and you just get to say your part all the time. She was right. I don't even remember going that hard. I just remember being extremely sad. I remember being extremely sad. Like, how do I ease the pain sad? How can I ease the pain? I know. Y'all probably don't want to hear none of this. But, men, we have to start realizing we might be wasting these women time. Like, people clowned me for the way I moved when I was single. Like, with the way I was choosing to live my life, I was getting clowned, right? But, in my mind, I justified what I was doing with a lot of reasons. But one of the main reasons was that I'm not wasting nobody's time. Like, say what you want, feel how you feel. I'm not wasting nobody's time. Like, I still feel that sentiment to this very moment. The last relationship I was in, I didn't want to be in because I didn't want to waste nobody's time. Hers nor mine. I would have rather the relationship taken a more organic approach than the whole, oh, you my nigga now because of XYZ. I hate those relationships. I want to be in something where it just naturally happens. Like, not know we're around each other, so we should be together because we're around each other. Because guess what? That puts unfair pressure on the both of us. We could have kicked it as friends, and a lot of the pressures and expectations wouldn't have had to present themselves the way they did. And then the level of pain, I don't know the type of pain she went through. I can't speak for my last ex's pain. I can't speak for none of my ex's pain. But especially my last one, I can't speak for her pain. I don't know how she processed nothing. In my opinion, though, no Gemini have feelings. Not towards men. They ain't got no feelings towards men that ain't they dad. For real, though. None of them. That's not fair, but it's a real astute observation that I be seeing. Like, these Gemini women don't care about men that ain't they fathers or they brothers or they uncles or they cousins or something like that. They don't. You show me a Gemini woman that cares about, like, how their man really feel when it, like, throughout, then I'd be like, dang. But I done been with two back to back. And the one thing I can say is that they ain't got feelings. Even when they could pretend that they got feelings, but they don't really got feelings. Or if they do got feelings, they spend a phenomenal job masking their feelings. which leads to a deeper conversation, which I won't get into because then that'll expose my pain. And we ain't talking about my pain today. We just talking about pain. And we talking about why men shouldn't harass their women further. Look, I'm not perfect. I've done it. Know what I'm saying? Anything you could think of that a man would do, I've done it. Good and bad. Not proud of my past, bruh. I'm not proud of my past at all. But the best part about being able to be alive and to look at life from a different lens and from a different standpoint is I could say, man, a lot of the stuff I did back in the day was complete bullshit. I was nice to the wrong women. I was kind to the wrong women. I had patience for the wrong women for the most part, when I should have had patience for some of the right women. I should have been nicer to some of the right women. But you know, God got to do that to you in order for you to get to a point of elevation. If you always got the score right every time, and you never failed at anything at any time, you're not going to really be able to process how defeat really is. There's some dudes out here swear they got their life together because they got a good job, they got their own crib, they're taking care of their responsibilities, and, you know, all their payments on time. But they're emotionally scarred. There's two sides to these coins, man. Like, you gotta understand that everybody's dealing with some kind of pain, bruh. It's not up to you to harass your ex's voicemails or text messages or social media. It's not up to you to tell everybody, oh, she ain't this and she ain't that and she ain't this and she ain't that. Look, every relationship I've had for the most part, if it didn't go my way, I would tell people I'm mad at one situation. One situation. One situation. I wasn't in this game called life to badmouth my women for a duration of time. Look, the reason I started this podcast, the woman that's the reason I started this particular podcast, she says to me, she couldn't be with me off some long-term type situation because I painted her out to be the bad guy to all my friends. And she ain't like how she was looked at by the public. Why do people drive so fast on residential streets? Like, I don't get that. I don't get it, bruh. Look, the police should have cameras on these residential streets. For real. I don't care no more. The police should have cameras on these residential streets. If you're doing more than 20 on a residential street, like a real residential street, I'm talking not a 2-lane road, you should get a ticket. And that'll teach them. But anyway, the girl that made me hurt the most, that made me feel like I need to make this podcast, right? She told me that I painted her to be the bad guy. And so when she was to finally meet anybody in my circle that I considered a friend, she wouldn't have liked how they would have looked at me or whatever. So how would she be able to process that in the future? Blah, 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 blah. My response to that now is fuck all them people I was bad mouthing you to, because they not around. They're not around. So that wouldn't have mattered anyway. You know what I mean? And also, I'm from the era where, I want to word this the right way. I'm from the era where us men will get with our friends and bad mouth our women, but we won't really necessarily mean it, because we get with our woman and I love you, baby. I love you, baby. I want to be with you forever, baby. So, you know, this shit really tastes like milk. Y'all don't understand. I'm understanding why I ain't getting I don't get my proper monetization either, because I don't follow the rules on this hit thing. I don't follow no rules. I'm supposed to mark some of these episodes explicit. I don't be marking them, and I still be cussing. Oh well. Y'all know that I come from a good place when I talk. When I give y'all these messages, y'all know. But, and think about this, guys. The only time a woman is going to really leave you is if she doesn't feel protected. All right? Regardless of how you feel, the only time a woman is going to ever really leave you is if she don't feel protected. And now that don't mean go and beat up everybody she said, oh, I got a problem with. I just mean she don't feel protected in the relationship. She don't feel like you gonna have her back. You know what I mean? There's another reason why a woman will leave. The other reason why a woman will leave is if she understands that there's no progress happening. Like it's been instances where a dude will stay with a girl for longer than 10 years. No marriage. She see all her other friends get married. Start elevating, doing better. And you just sitting in the same cycle. You know what I'm saying? That's not fair to her for waiting 10 years on you. You wasted everybody's time with that, bruh. Like, you could call it what you want to call it, but it's wasted time. Like, and you have to realize that you might have been wasting her time. We ain't gonna go into like worse scenarios, but nah, we can. We can. You can't expect the girl to stick with you and stick by your side. Young, I wish I had a scanner, bruh. Because these people be driving fast for no reason on this street. Oh my God, bruh. Oh well. But you can't expect. We can go deep. We can go deep because dudes will really be putting their hands on a girl on multiple occasions, being physically and verbally abusive on multiple occasions, threatening them, demeaning them. Like, men be going hard on a woman on multiple occasions for no reason. And then when the woman chooses to protect herself, because you're obviously not protecting her if you're trying to fight her, it's their fault. How is it the woman's fault that you ain't controlling your emotions properly? And now you don't know how to process the pain of her leaving, but she ain't there to be your punching bag, bruh. I ain't got time to talk about all the abusive women right now. I don't. They exist. I've been in a situation where a girl almost killed us, wanting to punch me out while I'm driving. So that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the men here. We gotta start being stand-up gentlemen. We gotta start being stand-up gentlemen to these women. Like, we really do. We gotta improve how we moving. Because, like, yeah, it's not fair. It's not fair to these women who sacrifice their life for you. Put all their time on the line for you. Like, girl give you 10 years of her life for you to be playing, for you to not know what you want to do, for you to not choose her, for you to not take her seriously, for you to not compliment her correctly. And then you mad that she chooses to leave? A lot of that don't make sense. A lot of that don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to mention some of these girls be mothers. So the kids get around you for 5+ years, for 6+ years, for 4+ years, thinking everything cool, and you being a piece of shit. But when she choose herself, you bitter. Another thing, men, y'all gotta stop being jealous of other men. If you meet a girl over the age of 24, you cannot be jealous of how she wants to dress, how she acting, how she moving, any of her friends, none of that. Leave that behavior for if she 19 or something. If she 19 and you questioning her friends, cool. By the time she in her mid-20s, late 20s, don't question her friends. She's already questioning her friends. She's already making sure she's more so around the right people than the wrong people. Like, don't do that. Like, y'all judging the wrong things. You can't try and control every element of somebody's life. And then once they realize, oh, nah, this ain't it, and they free themselves from you, all of a sudden, you could go on these slanderous campaigns, because that's what they be. They be all slander campaigns for real. You mad at her because you miss her? But you the reason why you miss her. Because had you been on your job, you wouldn't miss her. You'd be with her. That go for me too. I could say what I want about this last relationship I was in. If I was doing better though, if I was doing better and being better and acting a little better, I would still be in that relationship. Regardless of if it was good for me or not, I'd still be in that relationship. So I need men to wake up. Wake up, man. I know I might do this whole episode over. I might do this whole episode over because I did a whole bunch of sidebar. Yeah, I might do this. I rarely do episodes over, but I'm gonna do this one over.